An overview of the Euromair 3-head nozzle, front to back, or back to front rather. Now this is about, the tech itself is probably about 15 years old. Oldest videos are 13, 14 years old. At that time there were only 2 heads. They eventually went to a 3-head. Which I think they got that idea from some Australians that had a little setup. If I find that video and that a little bit of evidence, I will post it in the links. I will also post a direct link to the Euromair systems, of which there are 3. We have the mid-sized. They all have the 3-head. I don't think they sell the 2-head nozzle anymore. So back here, this is where dry hurd goes into. So you've got an adaptation of a wet spray, dry spray, cellulose blowing machine. I'm going to do a completely different video on the Turbosol 164. I had high hopes for it, but it does not perform as expected. This is where the binder goes. Air for the aerosolization into the chamber that splits into 3. This is the hose that we got from hydraulic shop to replace the one that blew out. These are the original hoses. You can see the hydraulic shop has beefier setup, works perfectly. So if you were to get one of these and you have the issue with blowouts here, just go to a good hydraulic shop. There's plenty in any decent sized city. So the aerosolization really occurs down here. If we can get enough light. And these are the nozzles, which have to be cleaned out. When we got this was really used and pretty freaking dirty. This little kit, this little poker comes with the kit, and you clean out if necessary, if you don't, it gets clogged up. In here, there is one hole. That's where the air comes out, circulates around, goes into the 4 holes. On the interior, there are the 4 holes that are inside. Don't know if it's visible. I'll stick one in here. A little difficult with one hand. There we go. And there you can see the poker sticking out. So that's what happens. That's how the aerosolization happens. And there are, normally this setup is angled up and then angled down. This collar is pulled up, but the techs at Euromair sent us this, which are literally removing this piece, bringing it very close. So the aerosolization is, or rather the mist, the binder mist, is very close for this angle, as you can see from this diagram. For those of you who are using this machine, there are literally no videos in English. So we're definitely going to try that. It makes a lot of sense. We brought it down. This one brought this as flat as could be. We started to move it back up. And we did this just to see what angle would occur. Of course, it was off. But we are definitely going to do that. Keeps it tighter. I think it's going to coat the material better. It does a pretty amazing job as it is with just that flattened adaptation. I'll do another video on how well coated the material was. That is the Euromair.